So what are some good gym options in Pattaya, Thailand? Well, if you're coming to Pattaya and you're curious, where should I work out? In this video, I'm gonna go over a few different options in town here, including my gym and a couple other gyms that I've never even been to before. So you're gonna get kind of my first time reaction to these places. So the first gym happens to just be like a block from my condo. I walk by here all the time. It's called Tony's Gym. And I've seen mixed reviews about this place, some good, some not so good. So once the traffic clears up, we're gonna make our way over there and check it out. All right, so we are in my first time at Tony's Gym, and from what I can see is they have a ton of equipment. It was 150 baht for a day or 990 baht for 1 month. So the reason I picked to come here as one of the options is because of the price. It's cheap, 150 for a day, 1,000 for a month is pretty typical in tourism areas in Thailand, especially for something this size. The only thing I noticed is some of the machines are missing pins, some of the machines are broken. There's not a lot of weight plates, actually very, very few weight plates I see. So if you're trying to do a 700-pound deadlift, I don't even know if they have enough plates to do that unless they're stashing them somewhere else that I'm not seeing them. So yeah, the cable machine can be a little tricky. You have to push down on the post to get the pin in, but that's not a big deal. Kind of reminds me of the gym that I grew up with back home. They do have dumbbells here, as you can see, pretty mismatched. Like not a single set is together on the rack. It looks like the heaviest dumbbells that I'm finding are like 60 pounds. I typically prefer to work up to 140-pound dumbbells on working sets on bench. So a little bit of a lack in dumbbells, but I don't think people typically are working up to that weight on average. Probably under 5% of, probably under 2% of the population work up to dumbbells like that. So realistically, that investment doesn't always make sense. So that's probably why. When it comes to the cable machine, a few of the cables are busted. Getting this pin into the machine is a challenge on its own. So let's see what else we got around here. I don't see a deadlifting platform, which was actually the main reason I came here, was because I wanted to pull a heavy deadlift today, a single, and I don't see a deadlift platform. It's not a big deal. So one thing to keep in mind is that most of the barbells are bent. Nice thing about this gym, as well as most other gyms in Thailand, is you have, you know, a ring and you have some bags. A couple heavy bags and a couple, I think, a little bit lighter. I don't know what the weight is on them, but so got a good workout in here at Tony's, and realistically, it's not the worst place I've been to. Way worse. There's definitely a wide variety of machines. Like I said earlier, some of the machines are in disrepair. Some of them are missing pins. You got to steal a pin from another machine. Almost every barbell is bent. There's a very limited supply of weight plates. When I was benching, other people were trying to source out plates. So there's some drawbacks like that. For the price, in comparison to everything else in Pattaya, it's actually pretty decent. It's like a bargain considering most places charge you at least double that per day and double the monthly price of what Tony's charges. So I would give Tony's maybe a 7 out of 10, taking into consideration the average person that would show up there and what they may expect out of a gym. What's going on, everybody? It's the next morning. We're on our way to my gym, which is Muscle Factory. I work out at Muscle Factory in Pattaya and in Bangkok. This is the first time I've been back to the Pattaya one in a while. I've been utilizing my condo's gym for a little while here because I just have been too busy to travel this far, but let's go. So in Pattaya, this gym probably is the best gym in town. Has all the equipment you could possibly imagine, and pretty much everything is in good working order. When things break, they fix it. If fabric tears, they have it, replaced. So overall, the condition of everything is top notch. In addition to that, also, here, let me turn this down. In addition to that, there's an endless amount of plates here and multiple deadlift platforms, multiple squat racks. I think there's only one flat bench. So if somebody's using it and you want to bench, you will potentially have to set up a squat rack with a movable bench. But they also have dumbbells that go up to 160 pounds, which is fantastic for people that like to work heavy with dumbbells. And there just really isn't anything else that you should need out of a gym that this place doesn't provide. So got a good workout in at Muscle Factory here. Like I said, probably the best gym option in Pattaya. The only thing I don't like about it is the location. It's not really convenient to you if you're staying on the beach in Pattaya. And if you're in Jamteen, it kind of depends on where you're staying, but just in general, the location is not that great. There's a lot of places that would probably be a better option for you if you're not interested in traveling that far every day. But overall, the environment of the gym is probably one of the best in town. Definitely the most motivating. A lot of other serious people there, which makes you really want to up your game, obviously, and push yourself to do better. And that's kind of one of those things I look for in a gym. A lot better than somewhere like a Planet Fitness where people are eating pizza and candy. Now I was hoping to squeeze another gym into this video, but I'm running extremely short on time. I'm actually supposed to be leaving Pattaya in just a matter of hours. So trying to fit in another gym, clean up my condo, pack some things for my trip and stuff just is completely unrealistic. So I'm going to list a few honorable mention gyms here that are other good options as well. So even though this video was cut short because my schedule is running super tight, this gives you an idea of two different options from one extreme to the other. You have kind of a bargain gym here that actually happens to be in a better location than the other one, which is Tony's Fitness. Relatively cheap. They have quite a bit of equipment, just about anything that you would need to get in a workout, but a little lack of maintenance and it's just kind of questionable the longevity of this place, if it's going to be around for long, considering there's very few people ever there when I walk by, and if they're not maintaining things, there's going to be less people over time. But then also you kind of get an idea of what I consider to be the best gym in town is Muscle Factory. I've worked out there for months, both the Bangkok and the Pattaya Muscle Factory, and both of them are comparable. I actually like the Bangkok one a little bit more, but both of them are awesome gyms, like some of the best gyms around. The price is relatively steep in comparison to a lot of the other gyms, and just in general in Thailand, I mean, I think a gym like that should be a third of that price when you consider you can get a way better gym even in America for that price or less. But it is what it is. I think gyms in Thailand kind of target tourists more than they do locals, and you can just see that as you're walking around Thailand, any part of Thailand, you really don't see that many locals that are into fitness. So I think more tourists tend to be into that over the locals, and these gym owners have figured it out, and they're better off just targeting specifically those people with higher prices to make more money and have less foot traffic. So it just kind of is what it is, but hopefully this video helps you determine if either of these are a good option for you. I did mention those additional options here in town. I was hoping to film, but I completely ran out of time, and now I'm just kind of trying to put everything together to get on out of here and check those places out as well. They're good gyms. You know, do a little bit of research, look through some reviews. Some people exaggerate a little bit. So I've seen people like go crazy in the reviews, and it's like beyond true. Like it's to the point where those people shouldn't even be allowed on the computer. Yeah, just do some research, look at some reviews, just kind of determine for yourself which of these places are better for you. There's tons of good options, but also don't don't shy away from your condominium gym. If you have a condo gym, that can also be a good option. I actually utilize mine here as much as possible because I don't like going that far away every day to go to the gym. But like my condo gym really doesn't have everything that I want. It doesn't even have a bench press, and there's nowhere to deadlift, and the squatting rack is right next to a mirror. Like, if you have to bail for any reason, this mirror alongside of you is coming with you. So sketchy, but I try to use it as much as possible. So that's always a good option if you want to just book a place that has a gym. So anyways, I'm on my way to Laos now, and I look forward to that. So, you know, keep your eye out for those videos. They're going to be interesting, something totally different, just a change of scenery for a while. Otherwise, hit that like button, hit subscribe. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Peace.